Hi guys, this is Jake with Maestro Exotics. I thought I'd come to you guys today with a few of the holdbacks and pickups from 2014 this year. Now this won't be everything, but a good sampling of the things that we have picked up and things that we've produced and decided to keep. Up first is a pastel ivory male. We were really hoping for a female to jumpstart into some super stripe projects, but a male will certainly bump us up from the pastel yellow belly that we've been using. So as you can see on this guy, it's got a really cool looking head. Nice yellow stripe down the back with that purple on the opposite sides. And he's starting to get some of these different pixelation looks down the side, which is really neat. So this is a pastel ivory male. Up next is an animal that has eluded me for several years. I've only produced one of these over the past couple of years. Nothing crazy, just a nice pastel Mojave. This girl will be awesome to plug into the potion and crystal projects. It's got nice contrast, really nice yellows on this. The pastel gene appears to be really nice in this one. There she is. I produced one last year that we kept and is now breeder size, and this was the only one that we produced this year. We produced about 4 or 5 Mojave females, but for some reason the pastaves we just don't have the odds on them, but that's alright. So this is a pastave female. Alright, up next, another animal on the Mojave front. This is a female Enchi Mojave. See if I can get her angled right to fit in the frame. There we go. We got pretty lucky with this breeding. I believe we got 5 eggs from Enchi to Mojave and ended up hitting on a pair of Enchi Mojaves, both equally as nice as this one. So again, this female plans with her raise her up so that we can plug the Enchi gene into our potion and crystal projects. Wasn't really into the Enchi stuff before this year, and really glad that we jumped into it. Disappointed that we didn't do it sooner though. I'm really enjoying the Enchis and the Enchi combos. So this is an Enchi Mojave female. Up next is another Enchi combo animal that we produced. Huge fan of this animal, this combo. This is a pastel Enchi. As you can see, the colors on these guys are just awesome. Nice and clean on the sides. This one came out very clean. A lot of our Enchis, I breed more towards the color of the Enchi versus the banded pattern, but every once in a while you'll get one that has the color and the pattern. And that's what this girl has, and she is just awesome. She does not look terribly happy at the moment, but she certainly is pretty. Again, this is an Enchi pastel. Alright, up next, I'll do these female and then male because I just love these animals. We took a long shot with het lavender to several different possible het lavenders. Really got hit hard on the odds, but luckily one of them did prove. So we ended up with this gorgeous lavender albino female. And she is just awesome. And as usual, the lighter colored snakes have poop on them. Seems to always be the case. I'm not really sure what direction I want to go with the lavender albinos, but for now, the plain lavender albinos are just so pretty. I love the way they change as they age. I love that the ones we produced got that nice deep purple but still maintained a nice contrast into the gold. Made for some really pretty animals. And we actually produced 1.2 of these, and I had listed one for sale for a little bit and then decided to keep it. And I was approached on the trade for the Borneo short-tailed pythons that I showed you guys in another video and couldn't pass it up, so I had to let one of my lavender girls go. But that's alright, we still got to keep this one. And up next, the nicer of the two in my opinion, and much more important for our collection to move forward, is a lavender albino male. There we go. Again, came from the same pairing as the female I just showed you, so we won't be breeding those together in the future. But this guy will be replacing our het lavender male and upping our odds big time. I'm hoping it's picking up his color, because his golds are just so nice, and his lavender has come in incredibly well for such a young animal. And that is our lavender albino male. Trying to get it to zoom and get the color straight. It's picking up the lavenders decently well, but it doesn't seem to be picking up the gold colors very well. That's pretty good right there. So that is our lavender male. I'll point out these little orange spots over his back. I really liked seeing those when he was in the egg. Alright, up next is an animal that we picked up from a good friend of mine. This guy is going to be the cornerstone of our potion and crystal projects. I got lucky enough to get a male that will allow us to produce both with the same animal. If I can get him to stay still. And this is a Mystic Crystal, or a Mystic Special. I really love the way these guys look. They're one of the darkest crystal combos that I've seen. Not to mention the breeding potential on these guys, having the Mystic and the Special in one animal, particularly with the season we had last year, producing a lot of Mojave combos, which I kept back a bunch of females so that we can produce some nice potions and crystals. This is a Mystic Special, or a Mystic Crystal. Just so cool. And last but certainly not least, we decided to take up our pied projects to another level. Again, picked this up from a good friend of mine. He's growing incredibly quickly. And this is a vanilla pied. Got a heck of a deal on him, because at the time he was too small and didn't have enough of the patterning spots to really tell if it was going to be a vanilla pied. But as he put on some size, and that head stamp really got defined, it became pretty clear. And this guy is a vanilla pied. And again, white snakes. Poop on them. Gotta love it. That is our vanilla pied. He's about 400 grams, so hopefully we can get him up over 600 or so to do some late season breeding for us. We've got several het pied girls that are waiting for him. I'm pretty excited about that. Still unsure if I'm going to go ahead and put him to a fire to see, go for the long term and see what the vanilla cream pieds look like, or if I just want to use the vanilla to improve upon my other pied combos. But we'll see. It's nice to have the option. So anyway, again, this has been Jake with Maestro Exotic, showing you some holdbacks and pickups of 2014. Thanks for watching.